The process, the silence, and the invisible preparation of God. There is a moment in life when everything feels completely still, when nothing seems to move, nothing seems to change. Doors refuse to open, answers do not arrive, prayers feel like they rise and disappear into empty space. And slowly, quietly, you begin to ask yourself, has God forgotten me? Has He stopped listening? But what if the silence is not abandonment? What if what feels like delay is actually divine preparation? What if this season, the one that feels heavy, uncertain, confusing, is not meant to break you, but to build you? Today you are about to see your situation differently. Because maybe what is hurting right now is shaping you into someone stronger. When God begins with the invisible, God does not start with the spotlight. He starts in hidden places. Before promotion, there is preparation. Before elevation, there is formation. Before public recognition, there is private development. We want visibility. We want immediate results. We want movement we can measure. But God works through process. And process rarely feels comfortable. It stretches you. It confronts you. It exposes what is fragile. It tests your intentions. It refines your motives. It teaches you how to trust when there are no guarantees. The invisible season is where identity is established. It is where strength is built without applause. The silence that builds unbreakable faith. There is a level of faith that can only be born in silence. When everything is working, belief feels easy. But when you pray, and heaven feels quiet, faith stops being emotional and becomes intentional. It becomes a choice. God's silence does not mean He is absent. It means He is working deeper. Because when there are no external confirmations, you are forced to develop internal conviction. And conviction is what keeps you standing when everything around you feels unstable. The pressure that reveals your true self. Pressure is not random. It has purpose. Pressure reveals. It brings hidden weaknesses to the surface. It exposes wounds that still need healing. It reveals immaturity that needs growth. But it also uncovers strength. Strength you did not know you possessed. Coal only becomes a diamond under intense pressure. And maybe the weight you are carrying right now is not meant to crush you. It is meant to transform you. You are not being destroyed. You are being refined. The season that feels like stagnation, one of the most difficult phases in life, is when nothing seems to be happening. You do not see progress. You do not see results. You do not see change. But growth is not always visible. Roots grow underground. Hidden. Silent. Unseen. And it is the roots that give stability when storms arrive. If everything moved too quickly, you would not have the internal structure to sustain it. Waiting is not wasted time. Waiting is strengthening time. The inner transformation. Before God changes your circumstances, He changes you. Before He shifts your environment, He shifts your mindset. Because you cannot enter a new level with an old perspective. You cannot sustain greater opportunities with limited maturity. Process reshapes your character. It aligns your vision. It strengthens your emotional endurance. It deepens your spiritual capacity. And it prepares you to carry what you once prayed for. When you feel like giving up. There are days when quitting feels easier. Days when exhaustion speaks louder than faith. Days when you whisper, "I cannot do this anymore." And yet, those are the exact moments when something powerful is being formed inside you. Endurance, resilience, dependence on God. True strength is not developed when everything feels easy. It is developed when moving forward feels impossible, and you decide to keep going anyway. What is being prepared beyond your sight? You may not see it, but things are shifting. Alignments are happening. Connections are being positioned. Situations are being arranged. Doors are being reinforced. Not everything invisible is inactive. Sometimes the most important work happens far from your view, so that when the opportunity finally arrives, it is stable, secure, lasting. The revelation. Maybe you misunderstood this season. Maybe you labeled it abandonment, when it was actually protection. Maybe you called it delay, when it was divine strategy. Maybe you called it silence, when it was instruction. You are not forgotten. You are being strengthened. You are not stuck. You are being positioned. And when this chapter closes, you will look back and realize every tear, every doubt, every sleepless night, every moment of uncertainty was shaping the strongest version of you. If this message resonates with your heart, do not dismiss it. Maybe this is exactly what you needed today. If you are walking through a process right now, write in the comments, "I trust God's timing." Declare it boldly, because words create alignment. Share this message with someone who is navigating a difficult season. And if you want to continue receiving content that strengthens your faith and sharpens your mindset, subscribe to the channel. Remember this: the process is not the end. It is preparation for something greater. Take a deep breath. Stand firm. Keep moving forward. Your story is not over. This season is building something eternal inside you.